Please continue, sir.
Oh, no, you're fine. It wasn't really a story. I was just saying that it ain't too bad. Ice cream, the double stuffed Oreo thing that Sonic's got now. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude, I went to Oberweis today for the first time because it's like a dairy place. Like you go in and it feels like a 50s diner kinda, and they have
it's like what Steak and Shake tries to be.
Steak and Shake, but what if they only sold like dairy products? So they have like a bunch of ice cream scoops. I had a chocolate cake shake today.
Ooh.
So they like, you ever like, you go to a birthday party as a kid, you get ice cream cake. Me personally, I like to break it all up and just mix it together in like a slurry.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's got like those little pieces of cake that's just been like mixed into it. This shit was pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But they're like right across the street from our Domino's, and it's been there the whole time, and every time I mention that I haven't been there, everyone loses their fucking minds. Today, I got out of school lunch, and I was like, okay, it's right there. I got nothing else. I just got to go home and, like, sleep, because I'm tired of shit. I'm going to go get Oberweis. It was pretty good. Would recommend.
Yeah.
I think it's only, like, a St. Louis, like a South St. Louis thing.
Oh, okay.
Are there even other locations?
I'm not sure.
Oh, so it's possibly just that one store.
Maybe.
Hey, yo, quick shout out Oberweis in Oakville, Missouri. If you're ever in town, give it a shot.
They have 3 locations in our area. They have one in St. Louis, one in Kirkwood, and one in Baldwin.
Okay. Dude, Baldwin motherfuckers be quick. They're always in the top 10.
Yeah.
We have like a board with a readout on it. It has like the top 10 leaderboard of all the stores in MBR, which is like the franchisee that owns like 100-something stores. We're one of them.
Yeah.
And it's got like, it's based off of like delivery times and like singles percentage, how many extremes, all that shit. Fucking Baldwin is always on the top 10. We make it occasionally if we're like really fucking slow. But damn, it updates in like real time too, so you can see when people get hit.
Yeah.
There's like some store. There's one on there that is like I talked to someone about it. So they have one on there that's always the top one because it's on a military base. So their delivery area is like a mile. and so their delivery times are like insane, and they're pretty slow because it's just to the people on the base. It's not like they're gonna get slammed at any point. I'm like, man, that's unfair as shit. This data is skewed.
Oh man.
Nick is currently convulsing into a blanket, but I realized after wondering what the fuck was happening that he's just coughing and didn't feel like fucking up the audio. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome.
So Zach, what's been up, bro? I ain't seen you in a little bit. What you been doing, homie?
A whole lot of nothing. I mainly just been doing work that's been going pretty good, you know. I recently got caught up on Book of Boba Fett.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we just watched the newest episode today.
And, oh yeah, it's getting good.
Yeah, you really see where they spent the whole entire budget for this show for in like the last few episodes.
Oh yeah. Especially that new ship.
Dude, Zach, how did you just replicate fart sound effect number 9 with your mouth just now?
Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta do my research.
And the fucking reverb fart just happened. I don't know how you did it.
I think he called.
Hold on. Fart sound effect number 9. I gotta listen.
I'll find it.
I found it. that it?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Robin, go ahead and edit that back in there for him.
Oh, fucking, of course. Absolutely. I'm just going to replace it with his actual fart so I don't look like an idiot.
Oh, there's one with
You
a
gotta edit
reverb.
this out now.
The
so-
world will never know. That's the power I have.
There's one with reverb.
Oh no.
Zach, you're going to shit yourself if you keep trying like this, buddy. I appreciate it, like, for the gram, but bro.
I
can't be healthy.
So bad. I want that to be my ringtone.
Dude, I opened my phone. We have a new guy at work right now. He's shadowing me heavily because he was wanting to take over closing on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I got to teach him the ropes, right? So he's sticking with me the entire shift. And I opened up my phone to look at something and remembered that my lock screen is and has been for the past 3 years George Costanza biting into a Snickers bar. Just that kind of a Seinfeld nerd, I guess. Quirky me. And he didn't say anything. But I gotta look. I gotta look. Or I was showing him because we have to do inventory every night, and we just do it on our phones. We just have an app that you can use. It's pretty simple. And I was showing him okay, this is the one that you're gonna have to do. And he definitely noticed that the background on my phone is Danny DeCito. It's just a white background. It's a Cheeto, and it has Danny DeVito's face just
a side profile
posted on one end of it, so it looks like it's kind of a decrepit Cheeto body with Danny DeVito's head.
Yeah.
It's Danny DeCito. And once again, super cool dude. Didn't say anything, but I gotta look. I saw. He definitely fucking noticed. So they got a ship. Because you guys were saying you can definitely see where the budget went.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of it yet. Star Wars is fine. I like the main series stuff. I haven't really gotten into anything beyond that.
The Mandalorian's good if you haven't gotten into it yet. I mean, it's a really good show, honestly.
You just gotta get over Grogu.
It's refreshing to get into a different story in the Star Wars universe.
I don't know. I'm also one of those people whenever there's a big show that's blowing up, my brain just goes, no.
I refuse.
No,
I do that
want
too.
to.
I do that a lot.
I do that with most things,
don't
but
blame
this one I was actually kind of excited for. This one looked good.
I was tricked into this.
Because a lot of big shows now are just bullshit.
Yeah, I haven't watched any episodes of Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I haven't done any of that. I don't care.
Pretty Little Liars don't give a
If
shit.
I hear one more coworker talk about Yellowstone or its spin-off series, 1883.
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. I don't give a shit.
Right, I don't really care.
That sounds really cool, this man on a ranch.
I love Sam Elliott, don't get me wrong. However.
Do what?
Isn't Sam Elliott in that one?
I've played Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. I kind of get the
you did the
gist.
same mistake that I did.
I'm thinking of
Sam
The
Elliott
Ranch
is
with
not in-
Ashton Kutcher.
Is not in Yellowstone. Sam Elliott is in The Ranch.
I am thinking of The Ranch with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
I still love Sam Elliott, though. I watched the first, part of The Ranch with my dad and Casey. It was fine. It was alright.
And
I don't know, it was a little cringe at
Sam
points.
Elliott killed one of my ancestors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one?
Zach?
Well, y'all remember who I was talking about? Giuseppe Glenn?
Zach, a month ago, just goes on a feverish rant. Out of the fucking blue, goes on a feverish rant in our Snap group for, probably about a half hour straight, I would say. And he just spins the greatest story I've ever read about how his ancestor, Giuseppe Glenn.
Giuseppe the Moose Glenn.
Giuseppe the Moose Glenn. Yeah, he had.
What was the whole story?
What was his? What was his relation to Sam Elliott?
Giuseppe, this whole thing started because Susan sent that picture of that guy with a mustache from Domino's.
Yeah.
And she said, Zach, check it out. It looks just like you. And I was like, that's actually my ancestor, Giuseppe the Moose Glenn. And it started with, he worked in the first ever 80s themed Domino's. But the problem is, it was in the 1980s, so it didn't do any better than the regular Domino's. So Giuseppe was tired of it, and he decided to go just live off the grid. And then he made a bunch of friends with animals, and he trained a bunch of elk and moose. And then he was like, you know what? I want to go to, Yellowstone National Park and take over the geyser. And just rip it from the government. And so he built up his whole life to doing that. And then, if I remember correctly, he later got caught on camera making his trek to Yellowstone National Park. And then the myth of Bigfoot rose from that picture. And then I took the Sam Elliott movie, The Man Who Killed Hitler, and then Bigfoot, and I turned it into that. But it was like Sam Elliott was being actually contracted to take out Bigfoot, aka the moose, because the government was getting too scared of the moose actually, taking control of the park. And then Sam Elliott, while shooting this movie, actually ran into Bigfoot, or my ancestor Giuseppe, and he actually had to kill him. And then I think I wrapped the whole thing up with a bow by saying, the movie wasn't even that good.
The whole thing is in our Snapchat. We can screenshot it if needed.
It's
pretty long.
I don't know that I want to even... I don't know that I feel like it.
Yeah, so I remember doing that, and all I gotta say is I was really bored at work while I was doing that.
Yeah, there was just truly out of the blue. It's like Zach was deciding that he was going to become a creative writer that day. He was going, and it was going to happen in our Snapchat.
We had nobody showing up at my job, and so I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's see where this goes. I had no plan. I just decided I was like, I wonder what Giuseppe does. And then I just went with it.
Hell yeah, man.
Probably the greatest creative story I've ever made.
It's got to be at least top 10.
We gotta make it into a children's book.
I was going to say, I could make it into either a children's book, or I could send it to Hollywood. I know there are a couple celebrities that would love just to, try and make that into a movie.
Dude, Hollywood's the past. You gotta get on Netflix now. They'll give shows to anybody.
I gotta call Netflix and say, hey, I got a great idea for a mockumentary.
Dude, Netflix is pissing me off right now. Because, I'm in a little bit of a show lull. I have a bunch of YouTubers that I watch. That's just kind of what I do with my free time. Instead of watching shows right now, especially with football, because there's so many, football YouTubers that I watch, and there's the conference championships this Sunday in, a couple days here. So we're, right in the meat of the playoffs. So there's, a bunch of stuff to talk about, so it takes up plenty of my time. I can't find, an actual show. Last night, I finished catching up on all my YouTube stuff, and I went, cool, what now? What do I do? I went to Netflix, and none of the shows that I enjoyed in the past 2-3 years have any continuations right now. There's no other season, and I think it's because of COVID. That's honestly my opinion. Because I really want another season of Fastest Car, and I really want another season of Hyperdrive, which is basically Wipeout, but for JDM cars. That's awesome.
Oh,
It's fucking awesome. I want it.
that sounds great.
Would highly recommend. But, yeah, there's nothing. None of the shows that I really enjoy that I know there is more of have done anything as of recent. Other than JoJo. Netflix recently just put out, like, the first half of part 6? I think that's part 6. Yeah. Stone Ocean. Which, pretty sick. JoJo's daughter. She's pretty sick. But there's only like 12 episodes, and I know that there's supposed to be like 36 or some shit. So
Yeah.
I'm
Waiting.
in a bit of a show lull as well that I've been kind of getting through with Seinfeld because I haven't actually watched Seinfeld until now.
For realsies?
Yeah,
This
it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, man. That shit's gold.
Bro,
Yeah.
Kramer is my favorite.
I don't doubt it. Kramer is basically you, Zach. That's like you.
I love him.
If there were a fictional character to compare you to, I think Kramer would be the closest equivalence. I love George.
Oh yeah.
I mean, evidently, he's my fucking lock screen. But George Costanza, I love him so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Dude, we've officially got the new store. There's a couple updates since the last podcast. So the new store has actually happened. It's built. We've been there for about a month and a half, 2 months at this point, which is nuts that it's already been that long. So we have the new store. I'm officially the general manager now. It's my place. Kate is like co-GMing with me and also assistant district managing because our district is 8 months pregnant, about to pop, and someone's going to need to do that while she's on maternity leave. So it's like training me up to take over the store while Kate is helping with that. And
Yeah.
so, but I am GM. I can say that I'm a general manager. It's my fucking store.
That's dope.
But with the new store, we have a TV. And we finally got it set up. For some reason, the remote just wasn't working, so like we couldn't turn it on, and it wasn't like synced to anything. We finally got it like a week ago. So we have it. We're able to watch like football games, like the games on Sunday. I'll be using those, playing those in the lobby. But late night, after 10 o'clock, shit's closed up. I locked my front doors. There's no customers in the lobby. I watch whatever the fuck I want. I watched Fight Club the other night. But I've been putting on Seinfeld. When I don't know what to watch, I put on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
What a great show.
It's so good.
That man is such a comedic genius, so far ahead of his own time. And the shit still holds up. It's from the mid-90s, and the shit is still hilarious. And most of it's like topical shit.
Hell yeah.
What a guy. Now he rides in cars with other comedians and gets coffee.
Yeah.
Relatable?
Super relatable.
I mean, they're neat conversations. Like, being able to, like, listen to Jim Carrey interact with Jerry Seinfeld and have Jerry just be dumbfounded the entire time. It's like, wow, I'm really talking to a psychopath right now.
Wow, that's Jim Carrey.
But
Get another B movie.
No,
please no.
no.
I don't want it.
I loved it. It was great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Or is it a good meme?
No, it's a great movie.
The bee fucks a chick.
Yeah.
He steals. He steals
it from Joe.
He steals Putty's girlfriend.
Man, I remember as a kid, the first time I watched that movie, I got to the very end of it, and the mosquito had become a lawyer, and I remember,
Because he's a bloodsucker.
both Barry and the mosquito had become lawyers, and they were talking to a cow, who was like, "Yeah, ticket milk," and I don't see a nickel. And my kid brain just threw it out the window because I was like, "Man, talking bees and bugs I could accept, but a talking cow, no, that's dumb."
That's where I draw the line.
That's where
You don't like Barnyard?
My child brain really did draw the line at that talking cow.
Now is Barnyard a good movie or is it just a meme?
We rewatched Barnyard. I guess that was almost a year ago at this point.
Yeah.
But me and Susan.
We should rewatch Barnyard then.
Me and Susan got fairly high and watched Barnyard late one night, and it's fine, I guess.
It made
I don't
no
know.
fucking sense.
There's parts that are actually good, and there's parts that are so fucking retarded.
I don't understand why all the cows have udders.
And a lot of them are male characters.
Yeah, there's not many female characters in that movie, especially from a cow point.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Barnyard is one of those movies where if you don't take in context, parts are good, but in context, they don't exactly. It's like putting together a puzzle, but you've got pieces from like 5 different puzzles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are a
I've
couple
been there.
movies that are like that are like they're good in parts, but like as a whole, it doesn't entirely add up.
Yeah.
Like Barnyard,
Titanic.
Spider-Man 3.
What?
Wait, what? Attack of the Clones.
Wait, what?
Robin said Titanic.
You had like a delayed, like, did he just. Wait a minute.
Titanic. Yeah.
Titanic
I
is
agree.
Susan's favorite movie, so I figured I'd like shit on it real quick.
I agree. Titanic, it's like you need to make up your mind. Is the ship sinking or are they in love?
There was plenty of room on that piece of driftwood.
There really was.
What a dumb bitch.
I think there's actually a moment in that movie where he tries to hop on with her and they just like sink it a little bit and he's like, nah, never mind, I'd rather die.
Yeah, that is actually there. But I would rather make fun of the movie.
There was room up there. She's a dumb bitch.
But at the same time, like, from a production standpoint, why wouldn't you just make it a little smaller? Why did they have to?
Why'd they have to give him a
You could have
whole
broken the door
door?
in half. I
Because-
could have accepted that the door was broken in half.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a shit. But now we have
there
this
you go.
ongoing joke of there was room. Jack could have survived.
I'll never let go, and then immediately
Let's
drops
go.
him. Shows no sign of life no more. Goodbye.
My man's sitting there trying to get up on the door. She's like, I'll never let go and I'll never forget you. And he's like, actually, if you just kind of move over a little bit, I'll come up. And she's like, no, I'll never let go while she's pushing his face under.
Adios.
Why did he kill himself?
Unloads a full magazine and a half into Hannibal. Who killed Hannibal?
Dude, I still need to watch that newest season of Aragon. There we go. That's what I should watch. Next season of Aragondre.
I like how you
It's
were
out
bitching
now.
about it, and then we're going to tell us the story about how you need to watch a show when you were bitching about not like having a show to watch.
Oh, well, there we go. I figured it out. We're good.
It only
That's
took 24
what
minutes.
I do. I solve problems. That's basically what I'm hired to do, is solve problems.
Speaking of things to watch, we need to see that new Jackass movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's hot.
Bro, I'm wanting to watch the older ones. But I can't.
Are they not on Netflix?
I don't think so, not anymore.
No, they're not.
Aw.
Just buy them on YouTube. I'm sure they're probably free with ads, actually.
I probably should.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot of good shit free with ads on there.
Yeah.
Hey, Zachary,
Yes.
do you have a New Year's resolution?
New Year's resolution. My
Yeah.
New Year's resolution Well, I have an unorthodox one. My New Year's resolution this year is for evil.
Evil, just for evil.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Okay.
You know how a lot of people are doing this thing now where it's like 2022 is going to be my villain arc. I'm not doing that, but my resolution is just don't be as good.
But you just will be worse.
I will be worse.
Zach, I'm gonna actively just have my middle finger in the air anytime I'm driving my car, just out the window to everybody.
Nick flipped so many people off in his car that one time we were going like over a bridge and there was a bunch of people that were like doing veteran support or something, and he wanted to give them the peace sign, but his muscle memory is so towards flipping people off that he literally flipped them off and went, "Oh my god, I just flipped them off." Not what he meant to do, but that's how often.
Oh man, and that's how I'm gonna end up by the end of the year.
There was one
You gotta
time.
give someone the triple middle finger, Zach.
Oh, Lord.
It's some good shit. Dude, imagine, so Nick is doing it right now. I might be able to put a picture up of it. But, so imagine that you've been flipped off, right? Road rage, you've been flipped off. You give them the double middle fingers. There is no topping that. There is only 2 middle fingers. You have won this interaction, essentially, right? Imagine someone comes back with 3 middle fingers. How the fuck?
It's over. You've lost.
It's done.
It's
over.
That happened to a buddy of mine. Like, he had somebody like honk at the right as the light went green on him. He was like, "All right, fuck this guy." So he started driving like kind of slow. This guy like pulls up like on the shoulder and is like honking at him and shit. So my friend like just flips him off, and this guy like double flips him off. So my friend like does the whole thing like he does the
Like,
the
interlocks his
triple middle
hand.
finger.
interlocks his fingers and gives him the triple middle finger. And he said the look on this guy's face, just like the jaw dropped. Like, and this guy was just like super mad, and he was like punching his like dashboard and like
a punching air after that shit.
he was pissed.
You could see the hurt in his face. Like, you're done. Take the L, say thank you, and walk away.
Yeah, you give someone 2 middle fingers and they give you 3 back.
You're done. You're done. There's no coming back from that shit. Oh, dude. We had someone bring in the sheet for Girl Scout cookies recently.
Ooh.
I don't know about y'all, but I fucking love. Don't you dare, Nick. Don't you fucking dare. He's got his face pressed up against the mic. And I'm going to kill him if I go back, listen to this recording, and he's doing shit. But, yeah, Girl Scout cookies, am I right? Tasty. But, the thing is, our whole store is nothing but stoners. So normally they get, like, you know, a few boxes here and there from friends and families, but this kid, he's the big brother of the chick that's actually selling them. He's like, I'll bring him to work. Dude, I personally bought $200 worth. I'm getting 40 boxes. And then I think combined from everyone else, there's another at least 200 in sales. Just bing, bang, boom. Holy shit, there you go.
There's $400 in sales.
Yep.
Bro, I know somebody who's winning a bicycle or a free COVID shot or wherever the kid's going now.
Dude, I confused this kid because I came up to him with the sheet in my hand and went, man, the prizes get shittier and shittier every year. And he goes, I guess? And I was like, I remember one year they gave me a decorative box as a gift. He goes, wasn't aware you were a Girl Scout. And I was like, oh yeah, many years. I was my top cookie selling person of our troop.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, we just sell to friends and family and our grandparents and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, my sister worked at Walmart at the time, so we just left it in the break room.
That's all it takes. Dude, they got a new cookie this year. Well, they got a couple, but there's one that I actually give a shit about.
Yeah.
It's like a chocolate fudge brownie cookie.
That could be good.
I ordered 15 boxes of it.
What if it turns out to be dog shit?
I'm gonna be very upset. Because that's like $85 worth, or I think that's $75.
You need
some
to
shit like that.
Resell that shit.
I
Resale market.
Dog, I'm gonna get my Thin Mints.
Oh, I got 15 boxes of that too. I did 15 Thin Mints.
Do you eat
15.
your Thin Mints regular, or do you put them in the in the freezer like most people?
Either or. I don't really have a preference, but
I know people really enjoy them in the freezer. But
yeah,
I absolutely have a preference, and that preference is the freezer.
yeah, see, exactly.
People that like the freezer are adamant about it.
Yeah,
it's the way to go.
It's a cold, crisp.
It's good. I just sometimes I don't know. It's the same way that a hot dog. Is it cooked or not? Do I really give a shit? Personally, no, not really.
You know what's depressing though?
Yeah, I do kind of care if my hot dog is cooked
Jimmy
or
John's
not.
doesn't have an oven or anything. So if you get a BLT, you just get a bunch of uncooked
Yeah, here's
fully
cold
cooked.
bacon.
Yeah, cold bacon. It's already fully cooked, but it's microwave bacon that's not even hot or anything or room warm. It's terrible.
And that's why you go to Domino's, because that's where sandwiches are sold, right? Not at Subway or anywhere else. Just at Domino's. Motherfucker. We had someone, what was that, last week? Their whole order was
5 of our 6 or 6 of our 7.
It was
Something
5
that.
of our 7. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They ordered 5 sandwiches, each one a different kind of sandwich. We're a fucking pizza place, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life?
What?
Figure this is a sandwich place,
Hey.
right?
I'd
No.
like a variety of your sandwiches. All right, and what kind of pizza do you want? Now, hold on a second. Did I say pizza?
Did I fucking say
Some-
pizza?
All right, sir. What would you like on your one-topping pizza? Sandwiches.
The customer is always right.
We always have customers that go, yeah, I want the Philly steak, please. And I go, all right, would you like the sandwich or the pizza?
Or if they want the pizza,
Because they don't say.
do you want the actual specialty pizza that comes with mushrooms, green
Yeah.
onions, and onions, or are you just asking for the topping of Philly steak to be
Yeah.
on your regular ass pizza?
There's so many options. And then they're like, oh my god, you have a pizza?
Philly steak is 3 different things for our store.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we didn't differentiate any more than that. Nick.
Oh,
you
the
were
general
saying
public.
something.
Do you guys sell what side items do you sell? I know you guys sell wings, but what else do you have?
So we have a few different kinds of ones. So we obviously have the bone-in stuff. We have the
Yeah.
boneless, and we have specialty chickens, which are so we take the boneless nugget.
What I'm really getting at here is, could I order a pizza with boneless chicken wings on it?
No,
Damn.
No, I would be very upset if you even tried to ask me for that.
I would pay for both. Like, I didn't give a shit. Like,
If you're gonna pay for both, then sorry, you're gonna have to put it on after I give you the pizza.
like, I want that bitch thrown on.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna call in to ask for pizza with boneless chicken wings on it, and Robin's just gonna hang up.
Yeah, can I get chicken wings on my pizza? Alright, adios.
I had one guy prank call us and asked for a medium boneless pizza. And I responded with, alright, is this going to be for carry out or delivery? And he goes, delivery. And I went, alright, what's the address? And he goes, 123 Sesame Street. And I was like, alright, sick. Do you just want the medium boneless pizza? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we still have that. But if we don't, is bone in okay? Or is that too much? And he goes, I can try the bone in. And I'm like, alright, sick. We'll get it to you as soon as we can. And I hung up.
Really confusing this kid. He was like, I did not expect them to play along.
Well, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Exactly. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Or I had one order like a small pizza and then wanted 3 20-ounce Diet Cocks.
That's how I roll.
No.
And I went, alright, this is going to be for carry out or delivery. And he didn't know how to play along. He was just expecting me to hang up. I didn't hang up. And he goes,
The kid probably repeated himself. It's like,
he did.
sent for carry out or delivery, Diet Cocks.
Yeah, he did. It was like I didn't get the joke, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to extend your joke, friend. They're like,
Come on, buddy.
come on.
No, did you understand? Yeah, I understood. Is that for here to go?
Right. I wanted to respond with, we only have a diet penis, is that okay? But our phones,
Yeah, we are
they
not
record
allowed to say stuff like that because they record that shit.
They record us.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck the people that order delivery and they just want soda. We have people that do that.
Whoa.
They order just 4 2-liters. No food. They just felt like Domino's was the way to go for getting their drinks delivered.
Go to a gas station. They have 2 liters of like everything.
You know what's crazy? The people that do that more than anyone else live directly behind a gas station. It's infuriating. They're right behind that Quick Trip. It's the Quick Trip on Telegraph that's like just down the hill from us. It's that apartment complex that's directly behind it.
Oh, man.
Dumb motherfuckers in El Palo.
Zach, did you know that you cannot talk about Han Solo in a Quick Trip?
You can't what?
You can't talk about Han Solo in a Quick Trip.
It'll hurt white women's hearts.
Oh!
Yeah, it was pretty rough. Yeah, me and my coworker were talking the other day, and she was talking about how her roommate called her Han Solo and said that it was Han Solo season because of how women wear like the vest and the big boots.
Yeah.
And this lady was wearing big brown boots, and she didn't have a vest on or anything. And like she like immediately just assumed we were talking about her because what a self-centered bitch.
Right.
So she had her husband come in today to like file a complaint and she apparently after she left our store, she went out and sat in her car and cried. And we weren't even fucking talking about her.
They hadn't even seen her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We were literally talking about how my coworker was dressed up like that, and even my manager was like in on the conversation a little bit. She was working the register from a distance, but like she was in on the conversation a little bit.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but if somebody compares me in public, Han Solo.
Yeah, is it even a bad thing? Like, is that like?
Number one, is it a bad thing? Number two, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that it is. Let's say you don't like Star Wars, you think Han Solo is a bad character, whatever.
What if you think
Do I
Harrison
go
Ford
cry
is
in
a
my
piece of
car
shit?
if someone compares me to him?
Let's say it's day one of freshman orientation, and someone from like 10 feet away is comparing you to Gibby from iCarly. Now, let's say...
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's not like I called. It's not like I was like, damn,
You
this
look like
bitch looks-
Gibby.
No, it's not like I'm like, damn, this bitch looks like Jabba the Hutt. Like, man, Han Solo's like a good guy.
Do you think she didn't?
a good-looking guy, okay?
Do you think she didn't know who Han Solo was and assumed it was something like Jabba the Hutt?
Oh,
I feel like
maybe.
people know who Han Solo is. If you don't
What if
know
she-
who Han Solo
I don't know. She came
bro,
home
what
to
are
her
you
husband,
doing?
and her husband was like, "What the fuck?"
So
I'm
now wait a
like that your
second.
ego is so
So, like-
fragile that you think people are talking about you.
They think
Like, why are you
know.
dressed like the stereotype if you're gonna be like that emotionally upset about it when people talk about it?
I think I will go boo-hoo in my car because someone called me Han Solo.
And talking about her, and
and
she like walked by us and gave us like a death glare. Like what the fuck? Like we were actively talking directly to each other, like making eye contact, talking about this topic. Not
She made her
not like
poor
that
husband-
bitch looks like Han Solo.
Yeah.
Like, she
so-
made it her problem.
Zach, she came home to her husband, boo-hooed, and then her husband came back to the store and was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And they were like, "What?"
That's gotta be. Oh my god, that poor guy.
Man,
He really had to go to a quick trip and say, "Look,
Please don't call
I
my
know it's
wife
stupid,
Han
but you called my
Solo.
wife Han Solo and she got real mad about it. Can you just apologize?"
no.
I hate that. I feel bad for him having to deal with that kind of shit.
Zach, we still have our Christmas tree up and you keep distracting me. Zach is our
Keep
star.
on the top of it, yeah.
We have a little like what is that? 2.5 by 2.5.
Yeah.
Just a little. It's on like its own little canvas like thing, and then there's a Polaroid picture of Zach. You can tell he is drunk. It is dark, and the flash is blinding him. He has his mouth wide open, and he's just screaming at the camera. He's not looking at the camera, but he is definitely screaming at the camera. So yeah, we decided that should be the star for our Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, and I feel so honored.
We got Zach. Nick's birthday was a week ago today, and
Yeah.
he got Snoop on the stoop
Yep.
for his birthday in January.
It's like Elf on a Shelf, but it's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he's got the dreads. He's in his little green elf outfit, but he still has a doobie lit. He sits. It's Snoop on a stoop.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a good present, but I wonder about the timing. That's
No, it was my Christmas present.
Yeah.
How's your-
It was supposed to be his Christmas present, but it hadn't come in the mail yet.
Oh, so it happened to be given to you on your birthday.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, that's a weird choice for a present for your January birthday.
No, I'm getting my windows tinted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my
That's-
mom's.
That's finally happening. Okay.
You just have to set up an appointment.
Basically.
Yeah, I went on a date with this chick. I was like 3 weeks away from moving out to Missouri, so it was already like probably not going to work out. But
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I went on a second date with her. We went to the drive-ins and we went like driving around, and it was like an awesome date. Like I had a great time. And then we're like a half hour away from my car. We're just driving around in the middle of nowhere. And she goes, "Hey, I looked at your Instagram, and honestly, the racist stuff that you have on there, I don't think you should be allowed around children." And I immediately have a panic attack because I'm going, "What the fuck is on my Instagram?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" First off, my Instagram is nothing but shit post. So just, I feel awful that someone that I'm trying to date has found that before date 2, because that is not the right entry into me. But, so that's like terrifying to begin with.
That's like somebody entering a Walmart through storage.
That's like the president 40 years from now, and like his secretary comes on and they say, "They found your iFunny." That's like terrifying. But yeah, she's like bringing it up. So it was 2 memes. It was she was like, "You even had the N-word in one of your captions that you wrote down bottom," which I was like, "No the fuck I didn't. I never typed that shit out." It might be in a meme or 2 that I steal, but like, fuck no, I'm white as shit, bro.
Yeah.
But
my melanin levels are rising.
but it was so it was 2 of them. It was Squigga gives you the N-word pass, which I thought was just the dumbest the dumbest shit I ever seen. I was like, hell yeah, shitpost time, let's go.
Yeah.
And then there was literally it just had like the N-word in it. It was just me and my "Don't fuck with PS4, we only play coolmathgames.com." And she was like, "Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed children because you shared that meme."
Bro. Shouldn't be allowed around children.
And she's like, "I don't know how you've ever worked in scouting or this, that, and the other. They haven't found stuff like this." I'm like, "Bro, what the..." She was going in hard. It turns out she works for a political campaign back home in Vermont, and what she does is oversees all the interns, and that includes the hiring process and the background checks for social media accounts. This is like her bread and butter, and she was like, "Yeah, immediate red flags there." And I was like, "Cool, why the fuck did we just go on this entire date? Why have you been pretending this is fine for the past 2 hours? What's happening right now?"
Like, dog, you knew about this going into this date.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
So eventually we get back to my car. She drops me off, kisses me on the way out, which I'm like super thrown off by, and then doesn't return any calls or texts. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. What a weird.
Yeah, he missed my signals.
What a strange experience that was. Great girl, other than that out of fucking left field.
Watch you just end up being the story of, like, the one that got away for her. And she tells it to all of her friends. And they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That date went horrible."
Truly perplexing. That's the last date I've been on. Let's see. I
That's
broke
a
up
ridiculous
with
date.
my most recent ex in April of 2020. Went
Honestly, I
on.
don't blame you for that being your last date. That was just based
not
on
my
her
choice.
alone. It sounds like a shit show.
Stop telling yourself that, Robin.
Like I'm not actively trying.
Yeah.
But went on 2 dates with that chick, and it is now January 2022. Here we are. Oh, man. Got disappointed again today. Happened again.
What happened?
Had one that I thought might be a possibility, and the shit just got snagged up.
Oh,
Damn.
what?
It is what it is, I suppose. Bro, how is it so impossible for someone my age to find someone that is single and does not have children?
You know, that is becoming more rare.
Bro,
And
I'm 22. I'm like, if I can't find someone in the next 2 years, I'm gonna have to be a stepdad by 24, bro. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
I got nothing against it. I love my stepdad, who was extremely helpful in my formative years. And, like,
Right.
respect the fuck out of him. And I got nothing wrong with being a stepdad. But, like, is it possible to find anyone that doesn't have kids already? What the fuck?
A lot of people our age getting married and having kids, and
Yeah, crazy.
Bring on the babies!
Ugh.
Fuck you doing, Creamy? Post up. Post up, bitch!
Yo,
Can do.
so I have been looking for a new phone
Okay.
because my phone does not like my charging port anymore. My charging port's slowly going out, and some days I wake up and it hasn't charged at all, and some days I wake up and it has charged.
Okay.
So I gotta look for a new phone. I'm like 3 payments away from paying this one off. And I think I found one that I like.
Ooh.
You got a face like you're about to rock my world right now.
It's the Samsung Flip 3.
I'm gonna kill you.
Bro, it's gonna get so fucked so fast.
It really is. It's a neat concept. If, like, you were a work from home person,
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, go to town. But, bro, we work at Domino's. That shit's gonna get fucked.
I could fit it in my front pocket, though.
Uh-huh.
They make cases for it.
No, okay. Okay, so is this the like, this way?
No.
Or is this the one that's like a Nokia?
It's
Like
the one like a Nokia.
Okay, so this is like an old flip phone.
Yes.
Okay. That,
No, I don't have the one that flips out like a book.
okay, that's what I was thinking. So
No.
actually,
I looked into that
it's
one.
still very odd, but probably won't get fucked up as quickly.
Yeah.
It still will, but not as quickly as the... So the flip is the one that you're looking at. What's the fold? Is it flip and fold or something?
Yeah, it's flip and fold.
Is it really?
Yes.
You gotta be shitting me. Dude, I'm a Samsung boy through and through, but bro, what the fuck are
I
you
want
doing?
the fold, and then I want to be able to sharpen the back end of it as a knife, so that way my phone is a knife. Because you're gonna fold it thin, so it's gonna be thinner. So like
Samsung, invest in phone bayonets.
phone bayonets. Like you fold it up, and then like it like produces like a blade on the end of it, and you can just like.
Sure.
Hey, Nick, I like where you're going with this. I'm pretty sure you could get at least 2 out of 5 sharks to invest.
Probably, yeah. Dude, survivalist tool. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you get lost, that phone has now become your like most useful tool.
The problem I
Yeah, and
found.
that there's Google Maps on it.
The problem I found with the fold versus the flip is the fold is basically 2.5 phones squished together, and it takes up a lot of space in your pocket, and it's kind of heavy. Whereas the flip is lighter, and I don't have good pockets because I'm a lady, and they don't want us to have them.
You can't allow the women to have pockets.
Yeah, we're not allowed to have pockets. So I figured it'd be nicer for pockets. I've watched several reviews on it, and they're like, the fold's noticeable, but it's not annoying. Also, if I trade it in, I only have to pay $5.32 a month.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like it's worth the risk.
Yeah. Shit. Dude, Zach, I finally got a new car. I no longer drive the Dart. Now I have a brick.
You've got a brick.
I really do. I got a GMC Terrain, which is nice. It's a very nice car. It's very comfortable. It's got everything I need on it. It just also is like 50% heavier with only 25 more horsepower.
Yeah. Feels like driving a tank after your car.
It really does. It's
I
not
used to it.
fast.
Can't you swap the engine though?
Eventually, I want to. Oh, big old Hemi in there.
You put a hood scoop on it?
Fuck no. Actually, you know, I bet that as long as it's like a pretty subtle one and it's not like a giant one, I bet that would look half decent. I don't want like a full carbon fiber hood or anything like that, because that would look super fucking dumb on that car. But I'd like to replace the wheels. It's got those. You've seen GMC. It's a 2011 GMC. It's got these huge 18-inch, thick, super shiny chrome just blocks for wheels. And I get it. That's what GMC does. That's their thing. It's so fucking cringy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I want to just get. I don't even need them to name brand or anything. I don't need no fucking BBS. But I just want to get like a black set of wheels. I'd like to eventually engine swap it. Eventually. I mean, I still have all the payments. But
Joffrey's telling me that he's going to put 19s on your car.
I don't want that. That's the thing. So
he's going to mod your shit.
So the GMC Terrain, it's the mid-size SUV that GMC has. It's literally so fucking blocky. Like everything is like a true right angle. And
yeah.
I was like, I wonder if there's any body kits that I'd be able to get for this to make it look a little bit more sporty, a little bit more sleek. And they were like, yeah, sorry, bud. Unless you're wanting to lower it, put 20-inch rims on it, and like get fender flares, there's nothing for this vehicle. And I went, damn, I hate everything about that.
No, I'm talking about the Dart.
Oh, he wants to put 19s on the Dart?
Yes.
That's gonna look so fucking stupid.
Yep.
He's fucking ruining it already. If anything, it would look better with like a smaller wheel with a bigger tire.
R.I.P. the
That
Dart.
would look much better on it.
He's definitely he told me yesterday he's definitely tinted the windows.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Yeah, he's
going all in on those.
There's no way he doesn't tint that shit. But I'm happy he's at least got it jerry-rigged so that it passed emissions. So I might have brought this up on the podcast before. My Dart was missing the entire front bumper. I've just been driving around for the past, 9 months with no front bumper, no skid plate, no grill, nothing. Just one metal bar, and there's my hood. And you can see everything. So I sold it to him, and he goes to the Missouri DMV, and they're like, sorry, you have to do another emissions test. And they go in, and they're like, bro, there is no fucking way we are going to pass this shit on emissions if you're missing half your front end. He goes, damn. Guess he got a point there. So he's got the grill. The only reason I didn't have the grill on is because it sits in the front bumper cover. So he's got the grill on there, tied on with twine, so that it'll stay.
It's not like twine. It's more like
it's a little better than twine, but it's basically twine.
Probably.
It's cable wire.
Okay.
It's like fence wire.
All right. So he's got it with that, and he's got it hooked up so that the car recognizes that it's there at least. It's not doing anything, but the car's like, yeah, I don't need an engine light anymore for this, I guess. So he's just got it fucking
It passed.
holding there.
It passed, didn't it?
It's like half dangling off, bro.
He got it to pass, though.
I suppose he did. Man's doing God's work.
You're not supposed to be here.
Are you stuck in time?
Is it still recording?
Yes.
Is it? Bro, we're good. Let's cut.
Oh boy, say bye-bye.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
shit, that's right. We end with that.
Yeah.
I said he's doing God's work, and I was like, that's a perfect stop point. I'll end it right there.